Hello and welcome to Bowls 360. This is day 5 of our Australian Open coverage of the results of the day for our Western Australian bowlers. Another big day of events. We have our ladies singles day 1 and the completion of our men's pairs. Sectional play for both. We've got a lot of sections to get through, so let's rip into it straight away. First, let's have a look at the men's pairs sectional. Let's start with section 118. It is Andrew Jones, the Jones boy, and John Sharp. 21-11 in their first game this morning. 15-14 narrow winners there in their game 2. And game 3, they also won 24-14, so 3 wins means they will get through their section quite comfortably there. 3 wins. Well done to Sharpie and Jonesy. Section, what's next? Section 121. Section 121 sees Malcolm Smith with Ryan Havercroft from WA. Don't know where he's got Malcolm from. Probably maybe an umpire, I'm not sure. Good winning on the first game there, 26-14. Game 2, a narrow loss there, 11-15. Lars from Sweden. Gee, we're seeing some international bowlers, aren't we, this year? It's great. We've seen Cyprus and Canada and many others. That's really good. And the third game, they were victors 18-12. Did they get through? No. Same as the winners, but only 5 shots difference there for Ryan and his partner. Plus 19 was too good for their plus 14. So unfortunately, they will miss out. The men's pairs, there are no lucky losers for the men's pairs this year. 16 teams will get an alignment game, but no lucky losers there, so it's bad luck for Ryan and Malcolm. Section 123, oops, what the hell went going on there? Section 123 is next, and that is, let's go to our matches first. That's Robert Karlshausen and Amos Polglaze at 12-25 to start their day. 13-18 in game 2 against the Hong Kong opponents there, another international game, and they finished with a 5 shots to 28 finish. Speaking of finish, that's probably where these guys are from. The double S there at the end is probably a Nordic surname, so they could be Finnish. They got through the section with 3 wins. Poor Robert and Amos not winning a game, so they finish at the tail there. Section 126. That is Nathan Walker and Ron Ansett. They had a narrow first up game there, 16-15. A 9-21 game 2, and their game 3 was 12-29. So unfortunately 3 losses for Nathan and Ron. We'll see them. Oh no, they did win their first, didn't they? But they'll finish on 4th on their table, unfortunately. Section 135, and hello if you're just joining us. Feel free to say hello. Tommy Dolman and Morris Bevilacqua in their first game playing a USA team. Gee, we really did play some internationals this round. 10-25 in round 1. 14-22 in round 2. And round 3, probably no surprise, 4-34 against Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly. They're two very, very decent bowlers. And no surprise there, probably to have that sort of margin. They are one of the favourites, really, for the event outright. And they had 0 wins and will finish at the bottom. And for section 136, Robert Barretto and Graham Walker, 12-25 in their first game. 25-13, had a nice win there in their second game, and narrow loss in their last, 12-13, with 1 win that sees them finishing 3rd spot on the ladder. So with the completion today of their sectional, the finalists, the knockout round is announced. So I haven't seen this yet, so let's see how our WA players are playing. So Glenn Martin with his partner will be playing Glenn Harvey and Doug Woods at Broadbeach. That's on Saturday, June the 14th. And the rest all have byes, so let's skip to round 2. So Scotty and Glenn will be playing Shane Gooley and Anthony Carter from Queensland. Blake Butler, Callum Alberti play Warren Rickson and Brian Burton from New South Wales. Carl Vandersloot and Paul Davies play David Grant, Mark Hose. Terry Williams, Adam McPherson play Stephen Wright and Peter Crouch. Callum Arnold, Daniel Hartzer play Darren Gordon, Scott Boshin from Victoria. Andrew Jones and Jonathan Sharp play Ray Arnold, Britt Jago from Victoria. Chris Carruthers and Paul Imrie are up against Alex Tompkin and Scott Burrows. Scott Wellham and Craig Hitchcock up against Nick Cale and Cale Healy. They're our first names that we've seen at this point. Nick Cahill is a very, very good young player from New South Wales. He's in the Australian Jackaroo side. I think Cale Healy, of course, I think is a gold medalist at the last Commonwealth Games. So that's a very strong combination. Scott and Craig will be up against it there. And we're back up the top to Scott and Glenn. So good luck to those men's pairs that are playing on Saturday. Let's shift across to the ladies' singles. And we'll start with section 1. Oh, there we go. Section 1, we have Julie Davison from Ballingup. She lost her first 7-21. She won her second 21-12. And her third, a narrow loss, 20-21. So she won't be progressing. Finished third in her section. Section 2, we see Jennifer Parker from Mosman Park, 21-9 to start the day. 21-11 in game 2. And 21-14 in game 3. Excellent stuff to Jennifer there. She wins all 3 of her games and will win her section. There are 128 sections in the ladies. That works out perfectly for the draw. There are no lucky losers and no alignment. So you have to win your section to progress. But like anything I say here, don't take my word for it. If you're over there playing and you want to know where you are, then certainly check the Australian Open. That they'll know more than me. But I suspect with 128 sections, there will be no lucky losers for the ladies. You need to win your section. All right, section 3 is Claire Ferguson from Yanchep, 15-21 in her opening game. 21-10, a nice win there in her second game. And 21-9 in the third, so 2 good wins there. Oh, excellent, it was enough to get through as well. So 3 of them there with 2 wins and a loss, but her score difference there, plus 17, was enough to get her through the section. So Claire will see some knockout action. Well done, Claire. Section 4 is our very own Christina Krisek, or Van Neerup, really. These would have been entered before she was married, probably, which is why it's a single name. 21-5 in her game, one of our strong fancies from over here. 21-11 round 2 and 21-9 in round 3. 3 wins plus 38, a nice solid day there for Chrissy. Section 9 is our next stop. It's Joanne Watson from Manning, 9-21 in her opening game, 7-21 in game 2 and 7-21 in game 3 against Kelsey Cottrell. Probably 7 shots, I don't know, Joanne, but I'd be pretty happy to get 7 shots off Kelsey. That's for sure. She's one of Australia's better bowlers ever. So Kelsey will probably win that. Yes, she has. She's won all 3 plus 38. Joanne, unfortunately, finishing in 4th. The next section will be section 12. That is Linda Warburton from Brunswick. 14-21 in game 1. She had a nice win the second game there, 21-5 in round 2, but sadly lost her round 3 game against the Malaysian, 18-21. And it was the New Zealander, Kristen Stamper, who got through that section, Linda finishing in 3rd spot. Section 18 is next. That is Lynette Colmer from Bustleton. Had a nice start to the day there, 21-4. That would fill her with a lot of confidence. 21-5 in game 2. That would fill her with even more confidence. And looks like a timed out game in round 2, 19-17. That means she wins all three, and she will go through to the next day. So well done to Lynette. A good day's bowls there from you. Section 19, we go to Leanne Hitchcock. 21-5. It's a nice start to the day for Leanne. 13-21 in round 2. And round 3 was 7-21. We are seeing a lot. The whole section is internationals. It's amazing. Oh no, that's South Australia. Probably international, isn't it? So Leanne finished in 3rd spot there. The New Zealand Taylor Bruce winning that section. Alright, section 22. It's Jane Lewis from Mount Lawley. Another timed out game there, 16-20 on the wrong end of it, unfortunately for Jane. 14-21 in game 2, and in game 3 was 16-21. She didn't win a game, Jane, but was very competitive in all of them. So she sadly finishes in 4th spot and will not see any more singles action. Section 24 is next. That's Lisa Brennan from Mount Pleasant. 21-20. That's a nice hot start to your day, isn't it? 21-20, a real nail-biter. 5-21 in game 2. They obviously took it out of her, that opening game. She came back to win 21-20 in the second, but I dare say 2 wins and that big loss. Yeah, won't see her through, sadly. That Jessie Cottle will win that section. Section 25 is not Jamie Lee Worsnop. It's Irene Lay from Kalgoorlie. 13-21 in her opening game. 21-14 against the Hong Kong lady in the second game. Had to go against Jamie Lee. 11-21. That's pretty good. Jamie Lee, as we know, is a very good bowler. So it looks like Jamie Lee has won that section. Yeah, Irene finishing in 3rd spot. Section 27 is Claire Buchanan from Joondalup. 8-21 in her first game. 21-9 in her second. 21-12 in her third. 2 good wins. Was it enough? No, sadly the winner won all 3. Claire finishing in 2nd spot there. Section 28 is Audrey Bateup from Dumbleyoung. 10-21 in her first game. 11-21 in her second game. And 21-11 against Lily Signal. I wonder if she's any relation to Blake Signal. Probably not a common surname, especially from New Zealand. So that's a good win for Audrey to finish the day. She'll finish 3rd with that 1 win. Won't progress. And if there's anyone watching that would like to know of any bowlers' results that aren't WA, please let me know and I can look them up for you. Section 29, we see Suzanne Watkins from Leeming, 5-21. Also Carol Rowe from Busselton, 9-21 in their opening games. Susan then won 21-18. Carol lost 13-21. And they played each other, Susan winning that one 21-13. So the ladder, Susan with her 2 wins finishes 2nd. Carol will finish in 4th spot. Section 33, another couple of Western Australians. Karen Gaglia, who recently, she won, what did she win? The Champion of Champion singles or the mixed pairs or something. Run a state event recently into the state side, playing Lorraine King from Emu Point. 21-8 that game. In game 2, Karen winning 21-17, Lorraine 9-21. And in round 3, Lorraine's had a nice win, 21-13. Karen continuing her winning ways, 21-5. So that's 3 wins for Karen to finish 1st. Lorraine finishing 3rd spot with her 1 win. 34 is next. Robin Tilbrook from Busselton. 11-21 in her first game. 17-20, another timed out game on the wrong end of it again. 18-21 in her game 3. 3 close games for Robin. Sadly not on the wrong end of all of them, so she finishes in 4th spot. Section 38, another couple of Western Australians. Sharon Warner from Katanning playing Tusha Jolliffe from Gosnells. Sharon in front on this occasion, 21-6. In round 2, Sharon winning 21-15. Tusha narrow loss, 18-21. And in game 3, Tusha 10-21. Sharon 21-13. That's 3 wins for Sharon, so That'll see her win that section, Tusha finishing on the bottom in 4th spot. Section 39 is Lisa Featherby's section, one of our very good premier singles players here in WA. She won her first game 21-6. Second game 21-13, another good win. And her third game was 20-all. Wow. Shown up as a draw. You don't see too many draws in singles, but when they're timed out, and one thing I'm noticing, there are a lot of timed out games here with the ladies singles. So 20-all there. Was that enough for 2.5? Yes, it was. So, oh wow, that would have been I wonder what happened in that last end. Would that be good to know what happened in the last end there? So that's finished 20-all. But Lisa with her superior shot difference there, plus 23, V plus 11. Bronwyn needed to win. So I wonder what the head looked like when the bell went. That would be interesting. But well done to Lisa. You'll progress. Section 42 is Leanne Gale from Vic Park Carlisle. 21-8 in her first game. 21-5 in her second game. 2 good wins. Bringing home Leanne, she has 21-6. What a day for Leanne. They're 3 massive wins, plus 44, and she'll see some knockout action in day 2. Section 44 is Mandy Weston from Rockingham, 2-21. Bit of a slow start for the day for Mandy, 5-21 there, and 9-21 against Caitlin Inch, who has played BPL for the South Australian team, the Adelaide Pioneers. Got steadily better as the day went on, Mandy, so you can draw something from that hopefully for your future games, finishing in 4th spot there. 47 is Christine Atkins from Rockingham, 21-6 in her game 1, 11-21 in game 2, and 14-21 in game 3. So 1 win will see her finish in 3rd spot. Section 52 is next. That's Kerry Hudson from Morley, 21-12 in her game 1. 21-17, here we go. 2 wins for Kerry, and wins her last 2. 21-20, nice. So Kerry wins all 3, and we'll see her progress to the knockout stages. Section 61. Section 61 is Sharon Lynch from Manning, 21-15 in round 1. 18-21 in round 2, small loss. 17-21. Oh, it looks like she's had a pretty good day, but just the 1 win, and that finishes her in 3rd spot on the ladder. 63 sees Kerry White from Manning, 3-21 in her first game. She wins her second, 21-17, nice comeback, and a bit of a drop off again. 3-20, understandable against Dawn Heyman, who of course is one of the better female bowlers in Australia, of course represented Perth in the BPL too a couple of years ago. So Dawn progressing through that section with 3 wins. Kerry with the 1 win, but still finishing in 4th spot. Alright, 65. We have Jeannie Gallotti with her first game, 15-21. 21-6, nice. Gets some positive shots going into the last game. 21-10. Was 2 wins and good shots enough? No, it wasn't. Her first game was the vital one. She finishes in 2nd spot. Yeah, just win that. It's pretty close in shots, wasn't it? Section 68. Tamara Arnold from Yanchep, 21-13 against Orbost from my neck of the woods down in Gippsland. 21-13 in her game 1. 21-7 in her game 2. There's Penguin, Tasmania. That's where Daniel Brown's from Penguin. So hello Brownie if you're watching. 21-7 to Tamara, and 20-16, another timed out game there in round 2, in round 3, but Tamara winning all 3 games, finishing in 1st, and will keep going in her Australian Open. Section 77 is Maggie Newton from Leeming. A small loss there, 16-21 in her opening game, 21-12 in round 2, and 21-17 in round 3. 2 wins. 3 of them on 2 wins, but sadly her shots were just a bit off +8, V +18. So she finishes in second and unfortunately won't be going through. Section 78, Brenda Jewett from Cardinia, 21-17 in her nice start to the day. 12-21, sadly dropped off a bit there. 21-19 in her third. 2 wins, but with minus shots. It's a bit hard to progress a section when you've got minus shots. So Brenda will not be progressing, but finishes second. That's a pretty good day. 2 wins is okay, so Brenda will be happy with that, I'm sure, at some point. Bit sad to lose, but if you don't lose, you want to finish second, don't you? Robin Norris from Scarborough, 18-20. It looks like another timed out game there. A small loss to the Canadian there. Round 2 is 16-21, and round 3 she had a nice win, 21-19. Got a lot of shots during the day, did Robin, but finishing in third spot with just that 1 win. Section 86 is Yvonne Trotter from Scarborough, 11-20. There's another signal. 11-21 in her round 1 game, 21-19 in round 2, and 16-21 in round 3. So yeah, the signal getting up there. Yvonne finishing in third spot in her section. 87 is next. Wendy Flack from Sorrento, 12-21 in her first game. Game 2 was 21-6. That's a nice round 2. Get your shots up. 21-6 in round 3. That's, well, she would have the shots, I would say. Was it enough to get her over the line? Yes, it was. 3 of them with 2 wins and a loss, and her +21 will see her win the section. Well done, Wendy. Excellent stuff. What's nicer than winning a section when you've only won 2 out of the 3? That's really nice when that happens. Bit of a get out of jail free card. Section 88, Beverly Davidson from Cookeran, I think they say, 21-13 in her start, 21-18 in round 2, 2 for 2. Sadly went down, 16-21 in round 3. Did she still get through? No, 2 ladies on 2 wins there, but her +6, Beverly's, was not enough. +19 needed to get over the line there, so she drops out of this year's event, singles event. 93 is Anne Waters from Bridgetown, 21-17 in game 1, 11-21 in game 2, and game 3 is 21-16. Did she get there? No, sadly someone was undefeated from Tea Gardens. That's a nice club. That's a nice name, isn't it? Anne Waters finishing there in second spot in her section. Section 98, we're nearing the end of our ladies. Anne Wilson from Lake Munga, 4-21 in her opening game. Came back nicely with a 21-11 win in game 2, and another good win, 21-17 in game 3. What a shame she had that slow start. Yeah, negative shots is not going to get the job done, unfortunately, but the Hong Kong lady, it looks like she's demolished a few people that day, so she might be a Hong Kong representative. She gets through. Anne Wilson finishing in second spot there. Section 103 is Jodie Nikolic from Yanchep, 15-21 in her starting game, 21-2. Oh, we've got another WA. Gail Murphy from Mount Lawley, winning her first game 21-17. In game 2 they played each other, Jodie winning that one 21-2. And to finish off, Gail lost 12-21, Jodie losing 16-21. So they will finish in the bottom 2 spots with their 1 win each. So let's now look at our winners for the day. And I've just realised that my names are not going to fit everyone in. So there we go. So our winners for today, our men's pairs sectional, which we've seen their knockout, but Andrew Jones and John Sharp winning their men's pairs sectional, and the first round of the women's singles, Jennifer Parker, Claire Ferguson, Chrissy Van Nierop, Lynette Coleman, Karen Gaglia, Sharon Warner, Lisa Featherby, Leanne Gale, Kerry Hudson, Tamara Arnold and Wendy Flack progressing from today's round. Alright, another long day. They'll probably start to get a bit shorter from here on in as we get to the 4s and the knockout stages. Until tomorrow night, 4 p.m. We'll see you all then and look forward to it. See you then. Bye.